Okay. We are returning, after much fear, to face this boss again. And my plan is to warm up by just walking over and dying to him a few times. And then we're going to see if we can't summon any help. Because we may need it by this point. I'm willing to accept that. So, fortunately, there's a nice warm-up mini-boss here. See, I'm already attacking too slowly. And dodging way too slowly. And I forgot about strong attacks because I went back and was doing some Dark Souls 1. Good for variety, bad for all the Dark Souls 2 specific mechanics. Of which there aren't that many. Okay. Man, these guys are hard. And then lots of hit points. And this is just the little guy in the way of the boss room. Alright, I do remember enough to know that this other little guy over here is not a enemy that you need to fight. So we'll just walk right past him. Warm up on the boss. Let's see. I think we found that it was a crystal magic weapon that was most effective. Whoopsie doodles. Whoopsie ultimate doodles. Okay, that was a good warm-up. Let's try again. You can see we're getting this guy a lot faster. And then getting hit by more fire. And more mazes. That's too big a weapon. It's not fair. Okay. Bit of drinking always helps Dark Souls. Okay, warming up our dodge timings. There's our Killer Instinct back. There's all of our health, and now let's go warm up on that boss again. How hard can he be? Don't look at historical performance numbers when you think of the answer there, by the way. Historical performance numbers are just going to scare you. That might be why. You can hear me hitting the buttons, right? Evidently not the right time. And I forgot entirely about my retrieval, so I think we're going retrieval-less for a while. And we're going retrieval-less, so we might as well just go straight to the boss. Run past this guy. Warm up until we feel like we've done enough dying to really be ready for it. I wonder whether it's worth trying the NPCs again as well. I dodged something! I didn't dodge. Oh, I did dodge that. Now. Got you! No tactics! Okay. That's quite the sword you got there. You don't need to show me any closer. I saw it all. Ooh, dodged the wrong way there. Guard against... Oh, wait. That is the correct guard against drinking. More drinking. That last dodge worked. I thought it was mistimed. Maybe I need to stop rolling back. Although, as a mage, I'm not used to being quite so close in. But I seem to recall that I'm having a lot of trouble playing it mage style without assistance. We're having a lot of trouble this style too. Maybe that's a sign. Swords or spells. You know, I want to give it a try. Just going back to mage style. Let's make sure we have our appropriate mage rings. Yeah. Okay, magic staff of purple grass. Good. Alright, we're gonna try... Oh, we're gonna check our attunements. Greatest of Solieros. And... honestly, not quite so worried about flame. So, Southern Ritual Band for even Solier arrows. Magic Shield is always a fun one to try. Maybe Sword and Shield, because I want to do Sword and Shield against this guy, but this is my knight. Maybe I should get Magic Shield and try Sword and Shield. That might just be really dumb, though. Well, let's try anyways. Ah, I did aggro him. We're just gonna try here. A spell heavy attack. Starting with Soul Geyser and then using the more durable. Great Soul Arrow. But also faster. The idea being that I should be able to stay away from his sword if I keep rolling back, as I kept doing before. And get off one Great Soul Arrow each time. And the rest is patience. Maybe that's what I was missing after an hour of dying last time. Patience is not always available when you need it. Although I could have sworn my spells were doing no damage. Here they're doing minimal damage, but something. I can definitely see this chipping down his health. Slower than my health is going down at this rate, of course. Especially if he keeps doing that attack. Do a closer attack! No, that was done with me. Yes, I think that attack is the problem. I'm starting to learn to dodge it. And that attack, I'll have to remember how to dodge that one. And definitely remember how to dodge that one, but I don't know, I think it's worth going back to mage style, where the spell sword just isn't working with the sword, and I seem to recall that's what I was spending an hour dying with last time. So we're going to try going back to just spells with less sword. And can I fit in a cute little magic anti-fire shield? Like this one. Yes. Even the Watch Dragon Parma. There we go. Much more spellicious. Anyway, now that I'm changed my mind, I think it's also time to check to see if we can get any help, because NPCs, even though they'll make that little whittling even slower, and probably are a bad idea, just seems worth a try. And of course, PCs are even better. That looks sufficiently PC. That looks like the crappy NPC who isn't worth anything at all. Never ever shown her. You know, because I'm gonna have to wait over there, I can't just walk past these guys. I also don't want to waste all my spells on what should be a trivial fight. So, swords it is. I think that's the thing I was kind of missing. The spell sword uses their swords to save magic charges for when it's important. But anything important like a boss fight, you're going to be using your spells, because that's what you have your real damage in. Even though it's not real damage against this boss, it's still where I have some damage. Still my best damage. My best style. And let's see, Carillion of the Fold would be nice. Gonna run back to the other side, see if there's any PCs there. If not, I'm gonna kill a second giant just so that I can keep running back and forth more safely. But no, just NPCs. Wait. There's one. He must have had connection difficulties. But any melee PC summon, and we should be okay. Hello. Let's go. Let's see if he can aggro the big beast, but I don't think he can. Alright, now we add Carillion. Whether that's a good idea or not, and then we have 2 mages and a melee. Excellent. Got Homing Crystal Soul Mass. Have what looks like a human. Now I just have to dodge! Stuff like that. While I launch powerful or less powerful spells. My choice, really? Okay, Carillion, let's just Soul Spear him all day long. That's right, 16 damage from Carillion's spears while he gets that one shot at practically. Oh, the joy of fighting with friends. But he has powerful black swords, which is hopefully dealing some real damage. Oh yeah, 319. Jesus. I'm gonna come back here at the night and I'm gonna say, why did I ever fear this? But until then, I guess I'm just going to keep tickling him while my friend does it all. And almost dies for it. He's not dodging. Ideally, either. Makes me feel better about how crappy my dodging was. Oh, whoops, wrong one. This is where I need the anti-flame ring. Or the anti-flame dodge. The bigger sword, I was much more optimistic about dodging. Because it's so big, how can you miss that? You don't want me. Hey, the ally's still alive. But am I? Yay! I drank to restore my health. Whoa, that was close. Don't aggro me. Poor Cerulean. Oh! Almost for a moment I thought that was I had been vanquished, or the human PC that I'm depending on had been vanquished. But no, it's just little Carrie. And... getting hit. No! We were so close. Well, I think the Southern Ritual Band is switching back to the Flame Quartz Ring. Just in case that would help. And then we're dropping the close-in style, so we actually can bring back the extra spells we wanted from that alone. And now we run over and try it ourselves, because reliable dodging and 3 times damage where it might work as well. I like how they do have it balanced so that allies are probably going to help, but it's not a instant, free, easy win. It's just a probably going to help. Wonder if I should have more of a stamina recovery shield. Do I even have one of those? I mean, I was thinking the Grasp Crest shield. Dark Souls 1. That would be really helpful with the fact that I keep being low on stamina here. No, that was just terrible timing. Why do you attack thinking that, oh, he's blocking, he can't charge me? He certainly won't stop blocking in time to attack. That never happens. Okay. Come on, boy. To think that I even used herbs that last time. Alright, we're just gonna catch our breath this time. There we go, we got stamina. Please attack again. You know, I think I was also partly doing the spell sword because that's just easier to dodge when you're in close to his big sword. But I can do that while still being spells and still going back a little. Stupid. Who puts walls in the battle arena? Ah, he hasn't done that part of the combo recently. You don't want to block. Oh god, what did I meant block, I didn't mean parry. Maybe I should have my sword. I'm honestly not blocking, and I occasionally have a point for a sword strike, which does probably equivalent damage without being as long a vulnerability. Okay. Hello. By the Spear of the Souls. Nope. Nope, can't dodge this. But I do believe that was my own thing. I will concede that being my fault, and unless I can find a shield that gives me more than just drop chance, I will probably switch back to sword on that side. Because sworn, we had that, yeah. There we go. It's much worse against action. It's much worse at blocking. This is not a block stuff with the shield. But we'll be honest, I'm not a block stuff with the shield person right now. In fact, can I? Do I still get the benefit if I go two-handed on this staff? All magic, all the time. Yes. Two-handed staffs are really popular in other games. Let's find out if it's worth it. Ooh, that's got some nice range on it. Still has some nice range on it. I expect progress over time. Yes. And why is he blocking? He should know that is surprisingly effective against magic. Oh my goodness, that was the wrong blocking I used in every way. Yes, out of range for once. That was out of stamina. How can I be so out of stamina? Ouch. How can I be so out of time? I mean... For your numbs! Oh. That was bad timing again. I'm gonna run out of Estus this turn. Out of Estus, how embarrassing. There we go. That's the kind of hit we want to see. Or that. Oh, the close-in one. Okay, buddy. Big swings. I just never have enough stamina. Which is odd, because I think that happened when I equipped the stamina increase shield. Okay. Okay, that was just bad timing. I thought, for some reason I thought that period of vulnerability was longer, like with the smelter demon. Back to screw the shield. Getting close and want to give him a whack with the sword, because it's faster and it still chips his health down. We'll do that. Wonder whether dark is worthwhile enough to start using dark use. Not just yet. No! That reach! Nope, he's gonna... Yeah, I can tell. Can tell just too late. Full spell sword style now, so we don't have to stay in close. If farther out is safer. Okay. What if we're in? Tapping one with the Falcon probably pisses him off and makes him easier to defeat. Thought you were close enough for that. Yes, right distance. No, no, no! That was wrong time. Well, we didn't need to drink there. I guess I just like drinking at this stage. Because we die so often. Ouch. That was a bad dodge. That's a terrible time to drink. We're going to die. Oh, thank God. That was close. Nope, nope, that was a terrible time to hit the wrong handedness. Alright, Soul Spear. Oh yes, because see, his longer combos now, even though they hit me way more often and I'm probably going to die, make it far easier to hit him with the big spells. Not that I'm doing it right. Not that I'm doing it right, it's just I can see theoretically it's going to be so much easier, even if in practice I'm not talented. Oh, that slowness needs to be learned. We're getting to second stage so much more often now. That's a good sign. I think that's a very good sign. I think that means I'm going to add Crystal back in. And then try another human run. If I ever do get back here as a knight, I'm gonna sit around and be summoned for a while to help people. Yeah, they probably need it. Okay. While I'm waiting for summon signs to appear, I should kill this guy. Or at least fight this guy. Don't want to overpromise. He does look large. After fighting these guys and fighting the boss, I'm gonna get back to normal enemies, and I'm gonna be like, wait, where's the enemy? All we have are these neutral critters filling up the town. Oh dear, we're not going to burst him down today. Not unless we go in there. There we go. That's bursted. Check for summons. Why are there so many bloodstains? Why am I only finding this one guy? Well. If he comes again, I'm going to bow, and I'm not going to summon Kerillian. No Kerillian today. He just was not worth it. Oops, we aggroed something. Oh yeah, we're doing more damage! I knew it was all Kerillian who was holding us back. That jerk! And to think he was my mentor. To think. Kerillian of the Fold needs to go back to his laundry job. And if that doesn't offend him just from being such an incredibly lame pun, then I need to start fighting and stop making incredibly lame puns. Switches to aggro the ally, maybe then I can afford to have some herbs. Oh yeah. Aggro the ally. I have some more spears. Holy geyser! Okay. He's aggroed me! He's de-aggroed me! Does he have like a taunt ability? It looks like he has a taunt ability, and that's great. I like taunt ability. Yes! Yes, victory achieved. Praise the sun. Victory. Okay, and that concludes the Fume Knight section. Or should I say Fume Knight half of today's story. I'm gonna pause. Take a moment, make sure that guy's not following me. Okay. What's our next loadout? We've got Estus. We've got swords. There's something iffy there, but we have a spiked. We have a fresh soul of Nadalia. We have a spike. This looks like the actual Ash Queen. Crown of the old Iron King. A faint heat lingers in the ancient crown. Well, I guess it's time to look into that second part of this dungeon. Let's check out that crown. Is it spiffy? The king's hunt below. Met one whose name must never be repeated. Probably that chaos beast. Well. I guess I'll wear that crown for the rest of this dungeon, just to show the dungeon. This is what I'm made of, dungeon. There is a chance that the other boss is going to respect you for wearing this crown. He is still aggro. What the? If I die here, it'll be so embarrassing, but at least I will be confident in my ability to recover my corpse. I really got nothing left, do I? Somehow oh, that hat must have given me extra spells. I lost my crystal sword. Well, without the crystal sword, I'll just hit him with spells from a distance, which he seemed particularly vulnerable to in this situation. Okay, he's had enough, I can tell. Okay, I've had enough, can't you tell? Bloody fire. Oh dear. You know what I said would be extremely embarrassing to happen here? It almost happened. Back to the bonfire. And allows attunement of an extra spell, yes. I'm giving up an extra spell for this crown, but I can put the ring back on. The spell ring. It should be fine. Okay. Nullify human Figgy's effect. Interesting. I didn't know you could become cursed again. They must have been a balance patch or something. Well, let's see. I think that actually I'll add so great sword for versatility, and we want to bring back spell power. In fact, extreme spell power. Why not? And our extreme spell power is going to give us extra soul geyser and These extra weird ones are so hard to pick from. But it has to be a soul sorcery. Soul Shower was worthless. Soul Spear Barrage was iffy. Soul Vortex was iffy. I'm just gonna take more Great Soul Arrows. Right now, I am extremely dependent on Great Soul Arrows for my attack, to the point where I might end up switching back to that shield. It does fit still, right? No, it doesn't. It's that hefty crown. Well, I can get some kind of shield. This is like the worst shield for everything but magic. It's a Dark Transgressor's leather shield. Or the Luane steel shield. That one's a surprisingly good light shield with lightness and shielding. Okay, and it looks ironish, which is good. It's recommending Belfry Luna for PvP. Well, I'm not interested in PvP, so... and I'm not interested in the Purgatory. Back to the iron. Okay, lowermost floor. That's where I am, isn't it? Huh. Okay, so... iron hallway. And how many levels are in my... I should check. Do I really need to... yeah, I've got 2 levels. It's probably enough that I should go spend it. I'm not sure on what, but... Is there anything in my equipment that actually wants upgrading? Whoops. Magic Staff of Wisdom. Alright, let's go back to Majula quickly. See if we can upgrade some stuff before we go through this weird lower passage. Because if I remember correctly, it was a long, hard slog where it ended up outside of a boss battle. With some boss that didn't look all that hard, but...
You've been well.
No! It is all that I want.
No interest. Suit yourself.
Okay, let's see if there's anything normal that I can upgrade. The Luna Shield is normal. No, it's not. What am I thinking? But the Slumbering Dragon Shield is normal. So that actually might be worth it. Same with the Watchfire part. Of course, the thing that must be upgraded extreme is the Magic Staff of Wisdom. And now we need to wait for even more Twinkling Titanite for that. Black Witch's Staff. That's not going to help. We could get our Sorcerer's Staff out. Not sure why. Chandler's Trident. It was one of my favorites. Well, let's bring up the... oh wait, no, that's Twinkling Titanite. Never mind. I'm tempted to upgrade the Slumbering Dragon Shield. Oh, that's right. This is my actual blocks stuff shield. And it's lighter, and now I can just update it. There we go. And then I can switch the equipment to that. And yeah, I may as well reinforce the... whoops! I thought it was one each. Oh well. Now the hat, that's Twinkling Titanite too. everything is by this point. Okay, I think that's... let's get the raw trident up. And then let's go spend the rest of our souls on chunks of titanite. And remember that this is our shield. Whatever surface you need. I think they're being deliberate with her dialogue there. Deliberate. Cough, subtlety. There we go. Oh, my message has been rated. I feel judged. If this was NetHack, it would just say, you feel judged. And it wouldn't have any explanation of what on earth happened. Now, I don't know of anywhere else in the tower to explore. Other than this area down here. The Iron Passage. So I'm going to temporarily give up on that other missing bonfire. I'm just going to head down here with some big endurance on my spell uses. That feels like an NPC. Let's find out. If I praise the sun, what does he do? Okay. Maybe it's not an NPC. Maybe it's a guy who doesn't have the DLC. But hey, 2 NPC phantoms. Warriors to boot. Okay. Well, let's go this way. See if I remember where I was going. Come on, friends. Start stabbing them. Okay, they're NPCs because no PC would be that dumb. And I like how they've coded the NPCs so as to have them do basic emoting and stuff. That makes them seem so much more human. Ah, there's these giant axe knights. Oh. Oh, I was hit by a silence. Ouch. Well, guys, while I'm silenced, I can't do anything, so you have to win the entire game. There's the silence expiring. That's important. How can it have homing? That's not fair. And how can they not have range? It's funny, you think, oh, they look so, and act so human, and then they just do something really dumb. Sort of strategic level dumb, the sort of thing that means they would never be able to get past this themselves. Uh-oh. I think that was a silence aura. Let's hope it doesn't get to me. Oh, you'd like to heal. Well, I like to cause the damage again. This is going to be difficult. I suspect that they actually have been buffed. Can't prove it, but suspect. To compensate for the number of players. And that means that with these guys never dealing any range damage... Oh! And now that he's dead... Oh, he's not dead. But we are... Alright, now he's dead because he fell off. And now she's dead because she lost her heal. But it'll be a slow process. And because we're primarily defending against lightning, I need to switch to my anti-lightning shield. Lightning shield. Okay. Poor guy. Never know what hit him. Because it didn't hit him at all! Shit! Okay. Now I wish that I didn't have my anti-lightning shield, even though there is a priest there. We need an anti-physical shield. We need smarter teammates. I really hope they die off before... I really hope they just die before we get to the boss, because the boss is too smart for them. Let's put it that way. I know already that they will not be able to cope with the mental challenge of fighting something as devious as a boss. You know, it might be up on a ramp or something. It might have a weak spot. He dodged the Soul Gazer, but not the Soul Spear. Locked Soul Spear. Keep drifting, Adele. You're not worth undrifting. Oh, come on. Do I have to actually get up close before you're willing to attack things? Oh dear. He actually got me with that silence. Okay. And now we wait for that guy to resurrect. I can't remember. I think there's a resurrection reason. I just don't remember what it is. I could be wrong. I could also be dead, but I am never summoning those guys again. They're not worth it. I'm also wondering if maybe fire. Maybe I need to diversify with some fire. Diversified fire. Let's see. Okay, if we have Flame Swath. We take Flame Swath and Warmth. And Great Fireball. And we swap our Great Soul Arrow for Heavy Soul Arrows. Great Heavy Soul Arrows. Okay, now... I'm tempted to have Soul Geyser. It's like a Mega Soul Spear. So now we have strong variety. We have non-Estus-based healing. And we have a lightning-powered shield. Even though the shield's going to go away for the pyromancy black flame thing, and we probably need to have our swords back. one drawback here is that I'm planning to go through a lot of amber herbs. Or a lot of herbs. So I may have to come back and try it again later. Your only hope was to stay up there. I was wrong. No, coming down was a perfectly legitimate choice. You're right. I'm sorry. I apologize for insulting your strategy, sir. Let's try that again. So, I'm not even getting up to using the flame, which is mostly a versatility option for the casters once we've cleared the area. Until we clear the area, we intend to just spell shoot people. Of which we need to get better. Whoop! I still have the shield equipped today. Whoops. I think I have to apologize to normal enemies. I may need a bit of time to get back into fighting them after all, but it's not because they're weak. Okay. Let's try treating the enemies with respect. Take one. Scene one. Okay. That was not with respect. Alright, so I can't actually wear the Northern Covenant ring because I get one-shotted too much. It happens. Sometimes you just get one-shotted too much. So, let's see. Something that will decrease the amount of getting one-shotted that I am. I don't want Evil Eye, because I have Warmth. I like Ring of the Dead, but it's actually really dumb, because it doesn't provide a benefit. I don't think the Covenant Ring's going to even help. So it's either Chloranthy Ring, or Ring of Steel Protection. Chloranthy or Ring of Steel. Or Life Ring. I'm going to go with the Life Ring for now. The Chloranthy Ring. Spell Sword just needs too much of the ability to be hitting things and rolling. The shield will come up in time. Taking enemies seriously, take 2. Switching to Soul Spear immediately is not taking them seriously, it's providing a massive vulnerability because of my terribly slow attack time. See, that's much better. Okay, come on. There we go. I hate when he does that. That's not a damage spell. You needed a damage spell. And finally, my comments on his poor strategic choices are not followed up by him killing me. That's a wonderful change. Okay. Now we are going to try fire. 100 damage from fire. $100 damage from... Looks like the versatility of fire comes from it being comes just from it having the area of effect, which is sometimes useful when they have the crease clustering with someone, so I will keep the fire. So, the small lightning bolt is faster, and that's why it's worth casting. I'm just going to get my healing back. Ah, the warmth of the light. Of course, my spell uses are very low. I'm going to switch to Glowing Crystal, Soul Mask, and Soul Spear just because I'm going to have to eat herbs after this. May as well get more herb effectiveness. Herbs of effectiveness are ready. Now I'm just going to treat amber herbs as free, although I do need to remember to buy them every time I see them. Oh dear, I thought I had it dual wielding, and it was not. On the plus side, we seem safe enough here that I can switch to arrows of the soul. Oh. Seems looking safe here is actually an illusion caused by walls. My only hope is to stagger you until you die. And it almost worked. I'm impressed. Since I was not impressed by flame, we're swapping flame for arrows. Means reattunement, of course. More of the heavy arrows. Bring back Soul Greatsword and Soul Geyser and Crystal Sword. I also think that I should probably bring in a Great Magic Shield at some point, but I'm not sure where I would use it. Great Magic Shield is a great spell, but it's a little too situational. I'm going to leave it for now. And next time I'm going to summon the NPCs again just because they help out with the little soldiers more than I remembered needing help. And my memory has been sufficiently jogged now, thank you. Part of it's that I love getting them in midair like that, which is really risky. Roll! Roll! I also was trying to select the right spell in a hard to decide situation, but Soul Greatsword. Decided too late on Soul Greatsword, which will be great in that confined space. So we're going to be a little more ready for Soul Greatsword this time. But it's just one after Great Heavy Soul Arrow. So, to switch to Great Soul... And I hate how that works, or it doesn't. Okay, we're switching Soul Greatsword, and it's only one tap. Wow, that's a great stab, sir. You deal a lot of damage. I'm going back to that Ring of Steel protection from Chloranthy Ring. I forgot when I was thinking, oh, I just can't let myself get one-shot like that. That with this build, what doesn't one-shot you? Expect being one-shotted. This is why I prefer the Knight. It's so much... Just because nothing one-shots it, it has so much more defensive potential. Yes, it's not as strong or versatile in combat, and that's especially painful in PvP, but the Knight will live through most shots. Did you see how close that was? I really thought I was going to kill him. I really did. If this ends up with an hour of just fighting the next area after I finally beat the boss with help, then we'll know that Dark Souls is not for me. Aggroing them one at a time. Excellent. That's what we want to see. We want to see careful aggroing where we don't get hit quite so much. We don't need the soul sword here. That was close. Now we'll get on that and we'll be ready to stab him for his transgressions. Much better. Okay, now we're going to try something new. For more efficient slaughter, we need to buy arrows for more efficient slaughter. What are you thinking? And I seem to be remembering now that this worked great. This is where I used up all of my poison arrows. But it will have to be poison arrows, because we're not going to get anywhere with iron arrows. Even with, look at those brilliant long-distance sniping headshots. Ah yes, headshot. Thank you, Mystical Force. Hey, there's a guy left. I really should have noticed that. Good, good. All these other passages make me think maybe I'm just doing this in the wrong direction. I'm going to explore the top level of the passage next time. This time I am in strong attack mode. Yay! Oh, yes! Critical damage! To me as well, because of that damn bow, but... out of bow shot. Using the piercing attack because the enemy is in the way. See, that works fine. Now I've just got two enemies that can only be attacked at range. I don't know. Part of me says run past. Because with Soul Greatsword and Spell Sword, you can actually do pretty good. Close quarters. Alright, I'm going to cast buffs. I'm going to run past. This is suicide. But he was so close to death. Okay. Well, we knew that was a risky move. And now we know that we need to explore the caves. This cannot be the right way through it. So, first thing, obviously, to explore is this area. It's just this side again. Now this will summon a lot of enemies and fiery death. But we're going to use Soul Spear to try and hit them all with powerful magic at once. Oh. Area of effect. The best reason to be a mage. Oh, that was nice. That was nice. Now, does this area have a secret exit? 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 One of these is going to be trapped and kill me. And the other is going to have the secret exit. Yes, I do know I explored here before. I must have missed something. Or it's the other route up top and I need to actually go back. Which is what I'll try next. I am wearing the crown of the old Iron King. Respect it. Okay. I'm seeing an entrance from over there. I'm not seeing mechanisms that move this gate. So, this is a dead end, and the other side is approached either from the other side of the entire caverns, and I do have to actually go through it that way, which, by the way, I have no alternative but to explore at this time. Or, it's another entrance into the Iron Passage. Well, let's try the wacky NPCs again. I am willing to accept that they were more than useless. In some places they were more than useless, in other places they were merely useless and not actually worse. So, down we go. Come on, boys. Hello! Okay, that's... I know that using those little talky woods seems human, but not when it's... Oh, we're fighting! Hello! Because the jerks in this game are colored red for just easy distinguishing. This is where we wanted the fire. But since he got me with the... Since he got me with this silence anyways, maybe I'll use firebombs. Wow, firebombs do so very, very little. Maybe I won't use firebombs. I take it back, they are worse than useless, because if they aren't here, the priest will come down and fight you in hand-to-hand combat, where he sucks. Good. Good, we got there just in time. Because he's not doing too much damage, we're just gonna skip over him. He can't do much. Those guys... I said much. If those guys fall down with me, he will probably give up. No! Face your enemy! Better. Now, that priest is going to fall back down, I can tell. But... whoops. We should have more of this area cleared by then. There we go. It's the staff slap that always gets him. Oops, that's facing the wrong way twice! God, that was dumb. Funnily enough, we are actually back to yes, they're worse than useless. So, run without them again. Keep jumping. Oh shit. He silenced me while there's still a guy here? And he's hitting me while there's still a guy here. He has suddenly become effective if you don't kill his friends fast enough. Okay. Oh, right, there's one of those guys. Every time I forget that, it's bad. Unfortunately, I have to fight him in the narrow space now. I'm gonna stop fighting her. It's expensive and there's very little benefit. She can't come down and hit me because she's just not that aggressive. Now, camera control purgatory. Will I face the right way? There's only one way to find out, and that's to swing your sword. This is definitely a complex couch. No, it isn't. What am I thinking? Trapped in there, stunned by his arrow. I really have to aggro them and then sit in the corner where the arrow can't hit me, because I just can't defend against the arrow and them without a large shield, and I don't have a large shield, really, in this build. I can't tell if I'm going to come here with my knight and say, oh, this was easy. Or I'm going to come here and say, oh, damn, I need magic damage. Why didn't I have magic damage? You just can't complete this area unless you have magic damage. Alright, it's best to knock him out of the air. That's how the spell works. Yes, it's an overpowered spell, but I had the wrong one selected. Okay. I'm willing to play without spells. But it's supposed to be if you are too, but... Well, now you know what poison weapons are for. As long as he doesn't get his jump up, we're okay. Usually. Okay. I won the weird camera dance. Have you met my friend, Area of Effect? Yes, you have. Poison would be good, yes. Okay, we're in a reasonable situation here. I'm just gonna not get much. That's right. Soapstone can be used to refresh your spell casts. I need to be doing that more often. Remember now, that was why I just loved helping people. The rewards to yourself are so large as well. That was bad timing. And he got me with his silence. And I can't get close enough for... there we go. Alright, so I can aggro him, but he's just going to keep silencing me at this rate. That was the wrong time to... Okay, I'm gonna try and just kill the Fire Knight. I'm gonna give up on that dream. It's unrealistic. I'm gonna do the plan that worked so badly last time. What the? Realism is now! With him out of the way. I always underestimate the stupidity, even of computer players. It's embarrassing. Him out of the way, we're fine. Although we do need to switch. Switch shields. There we go. I have a shield that will stop his arrows better. Yep, much better. And then of course I just hit him when he's not shooting me. There we go. Now, there's a guy left. One enemy. One enemy at this stage is really not very intimidating. Happy to defeat any single monster in the area. And now I'm in such strife that I want to put down my summon sign in the hope of getting extra mana or spellcasts. Now you have to actually beat the area boss for that to work. So closer to the area boss, kind of needed. He stunned me and there's... Okay. Is some archery thing. But there's no longer a priesty thing. And if I remember correctly, there's a giant monster to the side. But we're gonna take out the archer first. Man, is that guy annoying. It's okay. We have a shield. The question is, do we have target lock? And can we get a target lock without aggroing the big guy? I think we can. I think if we just stay over here, we don't aggro the big guy. I really don't want to have to fight the big guy while I'm shooting him. But the big guy is one that I practiced against recently, so we're confident there. Ah, that's nice. There we go. Everything has died except for one big monster who's vulnerable to being stabbed. So we'll just do that. What? I was unfamiliar with that move. Excellent. Now we have everything cleared before this, which we know is a boss because we checked. We checked that it was a boss. And we're going for it. We're going for it after we get a little help getting all of our stuff back and learning the boss. Who wants a mage minion support who has actually used all of her good spells? And of course we can only wait so long. We can spend that time seeing if we can get up here. It looks so close. No, it doesn't. It doesn't look close at all. You'll never get up there. Think of all the games where you could wall jump up there. Think of all the real-life people who could just climb by using their arms. She's not really an arm strength sort of girl. I can accept that she can't climb. I sure wish I knew how to get up there. I actually left one thing unkilled on the way. One thing was unkilled. Okay, so if I'm not going to get summoned, let's go through our strategy here. I'm going to have herbs. What do we have for herbs? I'm going to have to switch to life gems for healing, because I'm low on Estus. And for life gems, we have enough radiant life gems. We have ridiculous amounts of wilted dusk herbs, so we're fine there. Dried root. Might be worth a try. We also have one of these Elizabeth mushrooms. Don't think we'd use that, but... dried root and radiant life gems instead of Estus would work. And then... poison throwing knives, but I don't think poison... unless there's specific ratings saying poison them. Try dark. Well, that's not... yeah, I know that dark is good here, like everywhere else, but... I'm just not that dark this game. Okay. Alright, we switch to Radiant Life Gems. We use Amber Herb, and we have more Amber Herbs. We'll just use Amber for now. We've got plenty of herbs, so we might switch to Twilight. And then Dried Root. You know, I should switch to Hexinger in there, though. Okay, Hexinger. They just love my message these days. Actually, Twilight Herb. Let's leave Amber Herb there so the Twilight Herb can go there. And we'll use from here a Human Effigy and a Dried Root. Yeah, and I think we're just going in. I think he's similar to the Smelter Demon, so we're expecting... I was hoping for so much more summons. Alright. Let's see how it goes. Similar to the Smelter Demon. Yes. Very similar. Ouch. Very similar. That's right, he does that exploding move. Okay. I really want the Estus saved for the boss fights. I'm going to try going through with just life gems for now. And let's keep trying. Yeah, we can't have those NPCs because they make the priests stay up on the hills, and you can't take them down easily in hand-to-hand combat. Whoa, this is... You know, I seem to recall some Dark Souls rule where if you die too often, it will take away some of the enemies, make the area easier. I feel bad that I think that has happened. silence me if you wish. Heal yourself. No? Heal myself. Okay. And then this guy. What? It hit him? That never happens. It hit him? That never happens. Okay. Now, I want to get you with the area of effect. And I missed him, the other guy, both times, but since I didn't aggro him, we're actually okay. Since we're still alive, we're actually okay. Poison, Dirk, and Shield. And now if I hide somewhere the priest can't hit me, he should be dumb enough to seek me out. Here, boy. Here, boy. Hello. Good boy! Bad block. Now, dodge that next arrow. See, the staff's plenty strong. My aim, however. What happened to the priest? He must be hiding out over there. And I must be bad at dodging stuff. Boy, am I bad at dodging stuff. This is actually a really bad situation, because if I can't get him to come forward, I need to be able to face the bowman while I'm stabbing him like that. That could work. Okay, now we heal in a really precarious situation down here. Oh god! That was ridiculously close. And, well, let's keep chugging them life gems. Bit of an Estus kicker here. Now I want to aggro the priest and only the priest. Probably good enough to aggroing the priest. Then I want to have mano a mano. While I dodge. return to the bonfire instead. Goodbye, priest. We should be ready to clear the area now. He fell down! I'm so happy. Now, given the large monster to that side, I may not engage him in melee, but I like having the option. If the large monster gets aggroed, we're definitely going to take him out in melee first, then try and melee the large monster while holding off a smaller one. The size of the arrow compared to the size of the shield. It's almost comical. But comparative weapon sizes usually are. You heard me hit the button, right? I heard me hit the button. You heard me hit the button. Well. We can have our thesis on comparative button hitting when we get back down there and kill something. Actually, I think this might be a good time for a break. Come back and kill it more refreshed when we have less button fatigue.